Okay, welcome back to another episode of Third and 23. I'm your host, Alex, here to bring you a Big 12 showdown. It's going to be late Saturday night, Kansas State at Colorado. These are two teams that go a long way in deciding who makes it to the Big 12 title game, as both these teams, I believe, are 4-1. Both have had pretty strong starts to the season. So to get into it, Kansas State currently a 3.5 point favorite. This went down. This used to be, I believe, this opened at 4.5, and it's gradually gone down. I think there's a lot of buzz this whole week. There's been a little buzz around Colorado. I think that's making people think that Colorado could pull off an upset. They are a little bit of a popular upset pick this week. So when you're looking at Colorado, you look at their last three games. Beat Colorado State 28-9 in the rivalry game. Beat Baylor in overtime 38-31. That was the Hail Mary game, and then they went into, UCF, went to Orlando, across the country, and actually blew out a UCF team that I believe was favored in that game. Um, that's probably gonna UCF is probably gonna prove by the end of the season that they're pretty overrated early on in the season. I don't think they're very good at all. Colorado's led by their passing game with Shedeur Sanders. They're currently ranked ninth in the country. Shedeur, popular pick to go in next year's draft in the first round. Definitely an NFL quarterback. He's got Travis Hunter to throw through. Probably the best player in the country, likely number one overall pick. You got LaJohntay Webster. You got Jimmy Horn Jr. You got Will Shepard. He's got a lot of weapons to throw to. And against a Kansas State pass defense that has not been strong this season. So there's an advantage there that I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see Travis Hunter hit some big plays, Will Shepard hit some big plays, and so on. Shador should have a pretty good game on Saturday night in this one. You look at the Kansas State is led by their running game. Offensively, is led by their running game. They have the seventh ranked rush offense in the country. Avery Johnson, and dual threat quarterback. He can throw it, but they only average like 180 yards passing a game. They can throw it when they need to, but they really focus on the running game with uh, DJ Giddens and Dylan Edwards at running back. This rushing and Avery Johnson running the ball as well. This rushing game right now is a machine. In their last three games, they dominated Arizona. They got dominated in score-wise. They got dominated in a weird game in Provo against BYU, 38-9. BYU didn't even hit 300 yards in that game. So many Kansas State had so many turnovers that led to BYU points. They gave up a punt return for a touchdown. Just a weird game. They bounced back from that though. That's looking like a blip game. They bounced back and blew out Oklahoma State 42-20. So they seem to be back on track. An X factor in this game for me is going to be the line of scrimmage, right? Particularly looking at the Colorado, I'm looking specifically at Colorado on the line of scrimmage. The rush offense, 126 in the country, only averaged 2.9 yards a carry against a Kansas State run defense of 16. This is a big time K State run defense. So I think this Kansas State or this Colorado rushing attack is going to be completely erased. There's going to be no balance for Colorado in this game, in my opinion. I think it's going to be all Shedeur Sanders passing. Colorado right now is 128th in sacks allowed, so they still have the same sack problem they had a year ago. They're a little improved, but they're still bad. And then their rush defense. I mean, you're going against an elite rush game and 80 currently ranked 80th. Now they did well, somewhat well against RJ Harvey and UCF. I think this K State running attack is a whole different kind of animal. I expect Kansas State Wildcats more than likely are going to go for between 200 and 250 yards rushing in this game. So it's going to be more, can Shedeur Sanders pass the ball well enough to keep Colorado in the game, to maybe, I think this is a four-quarter game, to be able to steal this one late. For me, I don't think that's going to happen. I like teams that can dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. I think that gives you a big advantage in any football game, and I think you're going to see that in this game. I like Avery Johnson, Giddens, Dylan Edwards going against his former team. I like that Kansas State running game to really not see much resistance in this one, and that's going to open up play action. I think you're going to see some pass plays downfield for Kansas State as well. Shador is going to be able to make some plays passing the ball, but in the end, I like Kansas State to win this game by roughly a touchdown. So I'm taking Kansas State laying the 3.5 in Boulder. No upset bid, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's four games that I've done this week. So K State cover, Pitt cover, Texas cover, and Louisville cover. So four games. I would give you a fifth game, though I don't know if I'm going to do it. Stay tuned tomorrow if I do Ole Miss LSU. I'm still waiting to find out if Trey Harris is going to play or not. If Trey Harris isn't playing and it looks like he's not, I'm not going to do that game. So if you don't see a video, that's why. But anyways, if you like the the content, please like, follow, subscribe, all of that. As you can see my YouTube handle here in a few seconds. Take care.